that we know is about to come crashing down hard.
Camille is gone.
We have to get you out of here.
Tabitha's dead. And Sharice is taken.
Don't make the mistake of thinking you can question me.
We'll stick together.
Of course. Your powers are growing, and I am not the only one who's taking notice.
Something or someone is coming.
We give you a mission to find and capture the sorcerer who calls himself the Handler.
This ain't a choice, is it? This is an order.
Sooner or later, you're gonna need my help.
Always stand by your girls. We're stronger together.
She's dangerous.
Sweet revenge.
Boom, there you go. That was a trailer for Wicked City. Season 1 and 2 are streaming on AMC Plus right now, as well as ALLBLK, and also on YouTube if you're on YouTube, because you're probably watching this on YouTube right now. I just got done enjoying some of the first few episodes. It's your boy Kuya P. This is Nerds Rule the World, and joining me to talk all things Wicked City are the amazing Serena M, as well as Kristin Iris Johnson, the creators of the show, as well as some of the additional writing staff that I was having the pleasure to meet, and you see him on the screen right now as well, Kharmony Fortune, as well as Tranette Williams. Ladies, it is an honor and a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you.
Awesome. I try to give energy because you know this is awesome. I know y'all got season 3 right now. It's work. As a filmmaker myself, I know how it is, but let's get this word out so people can, get all catched up. They can catch up right now with season 1 and 2 because I know you're hard at work on 3. Well, how do y'all describe, I guess to start off, for those that may not be familiar with Wicked City, how do you describe Wicked City? I'm feeling all the vibes as a person of color myself. We're witches out here too, y'all. A lot of people don't like, we can be anything, especially that's one of the main things I love about the show. I'm sorry if I'm getting all crazy right now because I just love it because when you see it, you can achieve it. And, so this representation is beautiful. We can be witches, we can be werewolves, we can be whatever. So I just love, and especially all the powerful women in this. I'm married to a powerful Black woman myself, so I love this even more. So how do you describe the show? If I could start with Serena and Kristin, since y'all, created this beautiful series that we call Wicked City.
Serena.
Hi, Kristin.
Kristin.
So I mean, as a description, so it's a supernatural drama that is set primarily in Atlanta, and it follows a young coven, a close group of friends that are sort of new, at least in season 1, they're kind of newer at magic, and they go deeper into their magic and end up basically attracting some enemies and stirring up some magical shenanigans. I'll go with that. Magical shenanigans, and get a lot of trouble. So and then as we progress, we see more of the magical world. We see more of the friendship dynamics and more of like an exploration of power and how different people relate to power, how they use it, how they abuse it, and how it can be used for good or evil.
I love it. So Kristin, Serena, when y'all are the creators of the show, where did this light bulb come off, and how did y'all link up to get down with Wicked City? Where did we start off at?
I can go into that one. So, Kristin and I have known each other. We worked on different sets together. And I was taking a class that Kristin, I don't know if I think you were teaching. You were helping.
I was like an assistant.
Yeah. And she heard that I liked horror, sci-fi, and that was like my main focus. And then she got an opportunity to say, hey, we need a new idea. We need to pitch a new idea. And she's like, ooh, Black witches. And then she said, Serena, for this? And I was like, yes. there's no ifs, ands, or buts. She knows it was just an instant chemistry.
I love it. So y'all two came together, and then you also have Kharmony as well as Tranette coming on board to work with this project. Let me bring y'all in too. What did you think? Did you guys know about this series? Were you already aware of what Serena and Kristin was doing, Kharmony?
I was aware of the series, and then when I met Kristin, I also met Kristin in a different class. And I knew that they were prepping for season 3, and I was like, put me in. I was like, I love this show. I could not, like, it was just, I was so in awe that, you know, there was another Black woman, like we were the only 2 Black women in the class. And that specifically, we both like fantasy and sci-fi, and that, you know, they already had, they had season 1 and season 2. And so it was just my luck that I was considered and asked to be a part of the writer's room for season 3. And of course, I was just like, let me like get really like live with this show, and started, you know, from the first season, and just really like learn not just the storylines, but the characters' voices and like their like personalities, what their goals were, what hurt them, what they loved, like really kind of lived with each character that Serena and Kristin did such an amazing job in creating. And yeah, the rest is coming.
I love it. Tranette, how about you?
I feel like I got to work on this origin story more because because Kristin and I have known each other since we were 14. So
oh, wow.
I love this element of women like learning and like becoming this cohesive group because we went to high school together. So that's fun to like really think about. But we would do National Novel Writing Month, NaNoWriMo. Shout out to all of the NaNoWriMos out there. Did that start after high school? I don't know. But we would get together regularly and write fantasy fiction for the most part. Oh, and I just remembered again that I ate your first novel. I ate her. We were in a writing group together, and I was doing my job, and I was like, here are my edits. And she was like, I'm gonna have to rewrite this, aren't I? And I was like, yeah, dog.
I literally remember the exact moment because I think I was just traumatized because it was like a 699-page novel, and it was my first one, and I was so proud. And then I was like, oh God, I'm gonna have to rewrite this from scratch. She was like, yeah. So I did.
She was excited by the end of the conversation to like dig back in it and like overall. And then she decided to bring me in the writer's room after that experience.
From the beginning.
So I've been here in the developmental phase, little old me. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Shout out to y'all. I just love hearing origins as a filmmaker too. You know, all that. It's hard out here. I think we all know, for us to get representation and to come all together. So I just love that beyond just the strong Black women that we're seeing on the screen that y'all are giving us, all of y'all, we got some strong Black women behind it as well. Represent. I love it. So let's talk about this cast. Like, I was blown away. Like Vanessa Bell Calloway, like legend, and all these amazing women. And then we're bringing in some new people in season 3. Can we talk about just this cast and where we're gonna possibly go with these characters without spoiling? Let me throw it back to the creators, Serena and Kristin.
Yeah, so just a note on Vanessa Bell Calloway. From the beginning, we wanted her, and we were like, oh, I don't know if we're gonna get her. But I had worked with her before on another project I had produced. I co-produced a short, her directorial debut. And so we had like a connection. The executive producer had a connection, and she was already like kind of friends with her. So she was like, hey, we got this, you know, we got Black witches, you want to do it? And so when she like signed on, we were like, oh my God, this is it. We made it. Period. The feeling, because she's such an icon. So, you know, having her as you know, as like the mentor and also as one of the executive producers was just definitely, you know, a dream. And then yeah, bringing the rest of the cast together. I actually want Serena to jump in on like the different looks and the different, you know, we create a variety of character and, you know, casting that.
Yeah, it was just a matter of, you know, finding different Black nationalities and then trying to incorporate all the Blackness that we see, because, you know, it's not just American Black, you know, Black is everywhere. And so just trying to figure out how to bring all those characters in, and then justifying who we pick, you know, who the character is that we're bringing in. And we had to represent everything. We had to represent hairstyles. We had to represent shapes. You know, we had to represent our skin color and our nationalities. And I think we did I think we did good with who was chosen and who's in the situations with our characters.
Oh, I love that, because we're, again, we're not all the same, as much as like people want to say. There's richness to us. There's cultural differences that just provides also as writers creative juice to do different things with the material. Let me go to you, Kharmony, climbing on board this great cast of characters, writing, with the team here. Can you tell me just about, some of your favorite characters, or just some nuances of putting yourself into it as well as Kharmony, because we all, as writers, we write what we know and we kind of like want to put our own mark on things. How was it for you, Kharmony?
It was so amazing. And I think the biggest blessing for me was having like Kristin and Serena and Tranette be like receptive to my ideas, and like, the writing process is just like, what if, right? So we're just kind of like bouncing ideas, and like they always, were so honest and gave great feedback and criticism. So we worked really, really well together. But I'm looking forward to all of the, I don't know if I can say, but I'm looking forward to all the newness, I'll say. The new faces, the new storylines. We've added some very interesting elements and creatures to this season. And I'm so intrigued. I think people are they're not even ready for what's coming. But we had a blast. Like, we really had a great time. I feel honored that my mind was stretched, and just like adding all these elements, and, where's it gonna go now? Like, we're like living through like their trials, their tribulations, and, staying true to like what they've already built, like staying true to the characters, their personalities, what, their likes and dislikes are, and like their voices, like their natural, authentic voices that was already laid before. We had to stay true to that, but also allow them to stretch as well. So it was great. It was a great opportunity. We laughed a lot. It was fun. Like, this was an amazing writer's room. And so you guys have in store an amazing season 3.
I love it. Tranette, let me go to you now. You have a little bit, because you just told me Kristin since like 14, I think you said. So yes. How did you show and prove against Kristin? Because she knows you. So what did you like? Hey, Kristin, I got this or whatever. Like.
She knows that I'm basically just an idea in a human suit. So if you need somebody to think out of a conundrum or be like, hear me out, like I'm the go-to person. That's just the energy I have. I'm like, it's not yet. Like, how can we, because I'm good for like, have we established that yet? No, cool. Then that's still like a sandbox that's open for us to play in. And because that's also like the balancing act of, like once you choose to close off something, like what do you leave open? And then like, especially when it's a show, you don't know if the next season is coming or not. So like how to satisfy the questions we raise while also keeping that newness there. So like, I think I bring my flexibility, my loosey-goosiness to the writer's room. I think that's my biggest asset.
I love it. I have to tell y'all, one of the things I also love about this series, of what I've caught so far and what I've read, and I'm looking forward to catching up with season 1 and season 2 as we get to the season 3, is we're just coming out of Pride Month. So this is repping for the LGBTQIA community. I love it. I can't wait to share this with my friends as well. What does that mean for y'all? Because I know some of y'all are part of that community. Can I go back? I think Kristin, you're part of the community. What was it like to have that representation going for you and to bring that to the table?
That was actually one of the important things when we got to season 1. I was like, we need a queer relationship. They can't all be straights, right? So that was something that was important. I was like, okay, so like who's like our straight relationship, who's our non-relationship, who's our like queer love. And it was important for us to have that representation in there. In fact, when episode 1 aired of season 1, I was on Twitter because I was like, what's happening here? So like, wait a minute, first sex scene of the show is a lesbian sex scene. I'm here for it. I was like, yes, we nailed it.
My head was like this when that scene came up. I was like, okay, someone having some fun. And then when the head came up, I was like, okay, let's go.
Yeah, so it was something that was important for us to show, but also even within that is like the complexity of the relationship, you know, like it gets messy. It's not all like clean cut, you know, it's not all just like this happy relationship. And there's one person that's in one place with the relationship. There's someone else who's like in a different place that shows up again in season 2, where like the different relationship has this kind of dynamic. So we wanted the relationships to also have like a complexity to them, so that it reflects real life.
I love that. Anybody else want to speak on the topic? Tranette, I saw you waving your flag.
Yeah, this is an all queer writers room. All queer.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Lovely.
No, so Serena's still claiming straight, I think.
I'm not claiming straight. I'm like a 5%er. Okay, like give me 5%. You know what I'm saying?
It's the plus. You're in the plus.
I'm in the plus side. Thank you.
You in there, boo. You in there.
We love you. We don't love you any less, straight girl.
We accept you.
We accept you for who you are. Thank you for owning your truth. You're so brave. But I mean, it's important to show the variousness of the spectrum of anything. And so to have a queer relationship be like, the relationship is part of the development for the characters, but it's not the focal point of the characters. And even when we see in season 2, we see sparks fly between Darlitra and Angela, it feels completely natural. And even, you know, being able to tap into a character and write for them, you have to be thinking, because like we went back and forth about like, is Angela ready to be in a relationship? Like, so even in having like queer representation, it's who is this person in their love life right now? Where are they right now? And so it's important to also show that you don't have to be in a relationship with, and especially like to make a choice to step back and like heal. And so we wanted to show the range of all of that as well. So yeah.
I love it. I love it. Ladies, just again, this is amazing. I love that we get a all Black female supernatural drama, queer culture, just everything. Just the representation is just what we need. Because like as we said earlier, when you see it, you can achieve it. And people that may feel still trapped in that closet, you know, when they can see this, they're like, okay, we're not alone. And there's more of us out here. The stories are here. And as a nerd, blurs, like, okay, we can be witches too. Let's go. This is amazing. Wicked City season 3. When I know y'all are, you know, putting, you know, the work down on it. When can we expect season 3?
Estimated in the fall. We're actually in post-production right now.
Lovely. All right. Well, if they haven't caught up yet, season 1 and 2 are available on AMC Plus as well as ALLBLK, YouTube as well, where I was watching it and just, okay, this is messy, this is crazy, this is wild, but it is a whole lot of fun, and I can't wait to share it with all my peoples. Ladies, it is a pleasure to chat with you. Everybody, Serena M. Lee, Kristin Iris Johnson, Kharmony Fortune, Tranette Williams. It is an honor and a pleasure. Season 3 in the fall, y'all. So go check it out. Catch up with season 1 and season 2 right now. It's your boy Kuya P.
Please follow on Instagram, Wicked City ALLBLK, Wicked City ALLBLK on Instagram. These ladies are being considered for an Emmy, so support. If you're part of the voting board, please vote for Wicked City. Thank you.
Let's go. I'm gonna put those links in the description below, y'all. Go do that. Go follow, support, show love. Thank you, ladies. An honor and a pleasure.
Thank you, Patrick.
Thank you.
Bye.
Awesome.
Hey, what's up? I'm Kharmony Fortune. I am with the creators of the amazing Wicked City, Kristin Iris Johnson and Serena M. Lee, as well as my co-writer, Tranette Williams, for season 3. Please stay tuned. Watch season 1 and season 2 at ALLBLK. and also on AMC. It's also available at YouTube. You can also follow us at Wicked City All Black. That's ALLBLK on Instagram. And please stay tuned as we are currently being considered for an Emmy. So if you are a voter or if you're friends of a voter, please vote for Wicked City. Thank you so much. We'll see you at season 3.
Excellent.
Okay, great. We have Kristin Iris Johnson and Serena M. Lee, and they are the co-creators of the entire series, as well as Kharmony Fortune and Tranette, who are instrumental writers as part of the All Black Writers Room.
Let's go.
I'll go ahead and record on my end as well, and feel free to start whenever.
Wonderful. All right. Well, first off, ladies, again, it's a pleasure to chat with you all. Thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I'm gonna show love right now. We're gonna promote right now. All right, so I'm gonna count us in real quick to help me with my edit, because I'm gonna put the season 2 trailer right before this, so that way people can get acclimated to Wicked City. All right, here we go. I'm gonna count us in a 1, 2, 3.